What's good, YouTube? This your man Spill Dog. I think I seen today where they said Frank Martin and Shakur Stevenson pretty much done agreed to everything and they gonna be fighting soon. You gotta respect Frank for taking that fight. That's a this is a hella dangerous fight for Frank Martin. Shakur Stevenson, in my opinion, is probably the most skilled person in that division. I think he's the biggest the stiffest competition for all the people in that division, whether it be Tank, Devin, Frank, or whoever. Shakur Stevens is a problem. And then the fact that Frank is willing to step in there with a guy on that level, that's to be respected. I don't know if I would have took the fight just right now if I was Frank. I mean, to me it would have made more sense if Shakur had a title already in that division. Because I mean, if you don't if Frank don't win this fight, that division is stacked with talent. I mean, it could push him back a few steps. I would have rather seen him fight Lomachenko or somebody like that than Shakur Stevenson. Just to be honest with you, but once again, you have to respect Frank Martin for being willing to step up and take that challenge. Frank is a real strong fighter for that division. The last fight I seen him in, I wasn't, I was a little disappointed. I expected a lot more out of him, but I don't, I'm still not sure if that's just a product of Derek James being way overworked or having way too many elite level fighters having a fight at the same time. I don't think he gave none of them the proper attention that he thought as that he should have in those fights. I don't think he did. I think he might have thought he did, but I just don't. When I saw Frank Martin look like he did 2 weeks before Spence fight, I said, I wonder how Spence gonna look when he get out there because it looked like Derek James had been slacking on the training. You know, that was my first time seeing Frank look like that. That was my first time seeing Arrow look like that. The man plate was hella full, Derek James. So I don't know, man. I just think, you know, when he told, him saying that he don't watch film and he don't watch a lot of boxing. Shit, I mean, you don't need to train a lot of fighters then because you need to be watching these guys who your fighters getting in the ring with. You can't just get dudes in shape and work them out on the pads and stuff like that and send them out there the same way against every fighter. You gotta have game plans for specific fighters styles and their strengths and weaknesses and all that. And I don't know, man. Maybe I could be wrong, but it didn't look like none of that when Frank and Earl had their last fight. And like I said, that was my first time seeing any of them look that bad. So and he had AJ, Bud, I'm saying AJ, Earl, Frank. All three of them was fighting within a week or two of each other, and then Charlo fighting Canelo. Plate was hella full, and then he trying to work with Ryan Garcia here and there. I just don't think he gave none of them the proper attention that was required in them type of fights. And Frank got a gift, and Earl got dealt with straight up. So you know, I'm just this is it's interesting that they would take a fight like this after the last fight that they had. But you know, I don't know if these guys that just got to chasing money now, trying to, chasing the biggest money fights they can get and not really caring if they win, if they got a good chance of winning or not. It's starting to look like that a little bit. You know, I don't know what's going on, but I just know all of a sudden, uh, just like Jamel the fight he taking with Canelo. Now it's gonna be different for him. He definitely won't be weight drained because he'll be able to eat like he want to. But I mean, it's gonna be a lot of unknowns with him going up two divisions to fight probably the best guy up there. And that's kind of what happened with Earl, staying out the ring almost 2 years, and fighting the best or second best guy in the division. That's legitimate. That guy, not just a built up fighter, man. Sometimes, I mean, the inactivity, it's hard to overcome now. The good thing about Frank Martin, he's definitely an active fighter. He ain't been taking them. He the only one of them dudes over there that I can say right now is still staying active, having at least 2 fights a year, 2 to 3 fights a year. The rest of them, they don't even have a fight a year no more. So, and then they want to come out here and fight the best guys in the division. You know, the worst thing could have happened to Spence was him coming back off them long layoffs, beating Danny Garcia and Ugas like he did. I think that gave him the impression that he could, slack on his training and come out here and just have a training camp and beat Bud like that. I mean, and I think he got his wake up call. So we gonna see, man. Shakur got a lot of man. Shakur got it all. He got power, speed, good defense, good athleticism. He can go forward. He can go backwards. He the total package. So Frank definitely Frank definitely in it for the fight of his life when he go in there with Shakur. But hopefully he can get Shakur the fight of his life as well. I think Frank is a good fighter, but he did have a late start, and you can see it in some ways, where it definitely was a little bit obvious in the last fight. So I just hope that he can be, if he gonna take this fight with Shakur, he gonna have to. I don't think he can win a boxing match. So you know, I don't know. I don't see. I don't. I will. I don't see how he win that fight outside it being a real rough, rugged, ugly, borderline dirty fight. Because if I don't see him outboxing Shakur. I don't think he's faster. I think he might. I not like I say. Frank seems like a real strong in that division. But Crawford. I'm gonna say uh, Shakur not easy to hit like that. So it could be some frustration that come about in this fight. A lot of things that can happen to Frank that he never dealt with before in a boxing ring could possibly happen in this fight. Maybe it was good that he had the fight that he had last time going into a fight like this. I don't know, but I just know I would have rather for him to been fighting this guy for a title shot more so than position because this a guy that can knock you out of position real easy, because Shakur Stevenson is a fucking beast, ain't no Fugazi over there. That's a now he the real deal. He ain't nothing Fugazi about Shakur Stevenson. He is the real deal. So we just gonna have to see what happens. But that's it for me on this video. If you like the video, hit the like and subscribe. Till next time, it's your man Spill Dog. I'm out.